Hello, Lake Daddies! Welcome back to the stream! Your boy's back with another episode of Greedfall. Yes, guys. After 2 years, Greedfall has gotten its first, and maybe only, DLC. Upgraded on the PS5. Oh my god, dude, I'm gonna be so mad. Alright. I don't think it looks that much better, but you guys can definitely decide for yourselves. As always, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. If I get notified of your subscription, I'll shout you on the next video. And please ring that bell, let you know when I'm dropping next. Alright, guys, let's get started with the Vespe conspiracy. I don't think it's going to be that much longer.
Ah, Sir de Sade.
What up?
Did you get my message?
No,
Indeed.
ma'am.
The arrival of the Vespe family in Tier 3D is surprising and no doubt worrying. But without knowing their intentions...
Nothing good can come from that family, for the interests of the Dorsey family and Serene. But I truly cannot tell you anything about the reason for their presence. The message I received was brief. Aurelia de Vespe announced her arrival on the island and asked to see your cousin as soon as possible. She and her entourage seem to have settled in a region that I do not know. Adag ol Credo, north of Vikshadir. I think it would be good for you to locate her and try to find out more.
Oh, we'll do that.
Place. But I thought that only the Donaigada from the Baragnodash clan knew how to access it. It's a sacred place. That's where Animide shed his blood.
You should also take advantage and visit these unknown lands. Who knows what they have in store for us?
I think
You're
you
right.
can see some more
It's better for
skin.
us to go and see what it's all about. What can
You
tell
can
me
definitely see a
about
little
the
bit more
Vespe family?
skin
I've
detail.
never met them, and
The
everything I
armor's a
know
lot
is hearsay.
shinier.
And, strange and worrying as it is, the rumors are justified for the most part. Nevertheless, I'm not an expert, and I've been away from the continent for a long time. I'm sure Sir
Oh
de
my
Cossion
god.
will be able to tell you more.
I'm
But
just gonna get
know
this
that they
started.
have envied the Dorsey family's power in the congregation for generations. They have tried to impose themselves many times at its head, holding up the antiquity of their city Peren as a pretext. They bribe messengers, use blackmail and trickery, even
Damn, that
murder,
sinking
according to
is
some
not
people.
good.
And don't back down for anything. Be very careful with them, Your Excellency, and don't believe a single one of their lies. They're real vipers. Do you have any other questions?
Honestly, no.
Goodbye, Lady Morange.
Goodbye, Your Excellency.
Morange.
Be careful. Don't underestimate the trickery of the de Vespes.
Never do. It's always been my, Let's see, what are we dropping, boys? You guys can tell me if you think it looks better, go back to my older videos, they'll be linked at the end of the video. At least the finale of the last one, so I don't know. I think the game looks fine. It always looks fine to me, like... I think, this is wrong. I'm not noticing much pop-up, no frame drops, no nothing. This is not the way. I'm in the main. I'm gonna we can just use L. Okay, well, I'm close to my card. I'm gonna try, every time I use my L3. Most games use L3 to run, but this game uses L3 to duck and X to run. There you go. Rope train, man. It's a little bit of pop in, but it's not bad. It's not distracting for you. I wish they added a minimap though. That was one main issue. Was that this game did not have a minimap. It has that stupid compass and it makes it a lot harder to navigate. I'm always in and out of my fucking my menu. What are we doing? Man. Loading screen does seem a little bit better. Not like similarly, but it feels noticeably faster. Especially since for some reason, hey, this is a little bit better. For some reason, what's it called? The game, like, once I got back onto the game, it took me to the PS4 version, which really fucking annoyed me. Oh, Jesus. I'm on the man. Ooh, let's play some new combat. And then this new haptic feedback. Who just shit on me? Nice. I think We good? Alright. There we go. What? I don't get it. Why did you tell me to come here if this is where we're supposed to go? Happy payback is over. Sheesh. Should have gotten a goddamn horse, dude. It's no witcher, I'll say that. A lot of popping, but not like. Looks like there's a lot more grass. A cutscene. Hopefully it's for the fucking. That's. You know. Lion men? You guys could still help, right? We good? And then there's dead people here. That lion man, that's weird. More lion men. Here we go again. That's a lot of linemen. Is there a block? I don't think there's a block. There's a kick. There's a whatever this is. There's a pause. Alright, where are we going? We're still playing the game? Wait, just this way. I feel like we're gonna run into a little bit more linemen. No one's reacting to the new fucking enemies. Thrust distance is a little bit better, I think. I don't know. I haven't played the game in 2 years, so I don't remember if it's better or worse. I don't know what's going on. It's not an open world game, it's like that. Maybe I hope. Your Excellency, it is an honor. There we go. I already saw it. You know me, we like to steal. We're thieves and liars in the comp.
Indeed. Delighted to meet you, Your Grace.
The accounts I've been given of you and your companions don't do you justice. Truly, it is a pleasure. We're going to become wonderful friends, you and I'm sure of it. Say, aren't we going to be cousins soon?
Pardon me, Your Grace, but I'm not sure I follow. And if I may ask, what is it precisely that brings you to this remote island?
Haven't you heard? Well, it seems the messengers on this island are not particularly reliable. No matter. Your uncle and my father have decided that your cousin, Prince Constantine, and I are to be married. So, here I am.
My. This is incredible news.
I know you must be surprised. However, this alliance will be a wonderful way to put an end to the enmity between us, don't you think?
Indeed. But I should warn you that the current situation is complicated. My cousin seems to have got it into his head that he'll conquer the island and...
Oh? What audacity! But I'm sure our allies won't look very favorably on this situation. Still, I have to admit that such ambition only piques my interest in my new fiancé. I don't think it jeopardizes our arrangements. Not for the moment, at least. Then, you and I will be cousins, of course. Furthermore, I was hoping I might be able to count on your assistance.
Of course, Your Grace. What can I do for you?
You see, I didn't want to impose myself on New Serene until all the necessary arrangements had been made for my arrival. I had the Nauts drop us off in a quiet place outside the city. Too far outside the city, clearly. There were these savages and bandits skulking around the woods and threatening us. They even robbed me. Worst of all, they took the chest in which I was keeping the marriage contract.
Savages? The only savages I know are the ones who invaded our home.
Oh, please forgive me, I meant no disrespect. Natives then, is it? In any case, it's absolutely mortifying to have to ask you this, but you know the island and its inhabitants better than I do. Could you perhaps retrieve the chest for me? I would be eternally grateful, cousin.
Now you're getting really comfortable with me.
Can you tell me more about the theft?
Of course. We were unloading our things from those horrid little boats that the Nauts get about in when it was taken. I was busy setting up camp at the time, so I didn't see who it was. My men didn't see much either, because it was dark. But certain natives from the region stopped by in the morning. They were aggressive and insisted that we leave. I'm sure they were behind the robbery, unless it was just bandits. There were a couple that my men chased away, but that's all I know.
You hear that whistle?
We'll get about finding it.
Is there anything else?
Is there anything else?
Can you tell me more about the theft?
Of course. We were unloading our things from those horrid...
I think that's
I was
the
busy
same.
with my mendants. They were unless it was...
Thank you.
Is there anything else?
I won't deny that I'm surprised to hear about your engagement to my cousin, despite the excellent reason you put forth.
Surely you didn't think your cousin would stay single forever. Know that although the decision was not my own, I'm very pleased about it. I got the impression your uncle thought a wedding might calm your cousin a little. And now that he's in the role of governor, he needs a wife of his standing. My father saw an opportunity to get me away from Peren, where I was in great danger, and found me a worthy husband in the process. But again, it's clear that their main intention was to put an end to years of conflict. Is there anything else?
One more. Tell me about
Since
you.
we're going to be cousins, I'll have to get to know you better.
Well, aren't you just lovely? I'm afraid there isn't much to tell. I was raised like any good princess, educated in both arts and arms. But, as I had several older brothers, I was never really given a political role. I'm still my father's favorite, though. You may know that I've already been married once, but my husband was murdered in cold blood as part of a plot at court.
I'm very sorry for your loss. Please accept my deepest condolences.
You're too kind. After he died, my father decided it was best to send me away from Peren. He knew your cousin was unmarried and was tired of the futile disputes between our families. So he contacted Prince d'Orsay, and the rest is history. Is there anything else?
Think we're good. Let's get the fuck out of here.
I must be going, Your Grace.
But of course. Goodbye, dear cousin.
You gotta chill out, homie. Cool.
You were so pleased by what she told you. Would that be because of the contract she spoke of? Your wedding traditions are very complicated.
Yes, the great families
Well
use
done.
contracts to join two members of their families.
That's
Can't
what
go
I
down there that way.
And it explains why you're so angry. I don't understand why she spoke of union when that family is your enemy.
I can't believe it either. There is too much rancor between our families.
A wedding could put an end to that. Couldn't that be your uncle's goal? But I'm not educated in the history of the congregation's ruling families.
I'll believe it when I see the contract. And even then I'll look twice.
Fair enough, brother. How do we get down there? I didn't notice that descend things. That means... That must be new, because I don't remember descending being a thing. So we gotta get down there somehow. Somehow. That looks definitely downhill. It's all downhill from here, brothers. Hopefully I got some good commentary for this shit, dude. The game's fun, I guess, but like, it's a lot of dialogue. A lot. More Lightman?
If I've understood correctly, the chest was here when it was stolen. Ah, there are footprints which lead away from the camp.
Okay. So we're going in circles now. There
other footprints here. They're quite deep, as if the person who made them were carrying a heavy load. We're on the right path.
I don't see footprints this way, eh? The dots? Oh, we can't cross the water. Doesn't look that much. Actually, yeah, I'll say the water looks better. I'll give it that. Oh, natives. We got good standing with the natives. Good relations with the natives we have. Right.
The undergrowth has been crushed. Several people pass through here.
This whole area new? Alignment. This is this a whole new area? How do we get down there? Around? It goes around and around and around. We have bombs, if I remember correctly. I think we have like a stasis. Hey! We don't have to fight right now. Don't fight unless you have to, brothers. Like daddies. Okay, where are we at? Right there.
The footprints seem less hurried. The thieves must have felt safer here. We must be getting close.
Sheesh! I'm guessing we go downhill again. Or into the waterfall. There's like a marshland right here. Nice. I don't see it down at all. Seems like it's just a straight path this way. The lighting, that lighting looks a little bit better than the regular game. I remember the game being a lot more brown, to say the least. Let's do we have bombs? If you're using tactical two potions, techniques, stasis, shield of the light.
Island. We don't see many around here. But I'm convinced they don't eat their prey. They would normally take it back to their lair.
Maybe they were about to do just that when we got here. Let's look around. We'll soon find out. And let's not forget Aurelia's chest.
Perfect, I did some scrounging, some scavenging. There's a little bit of shit here.
That's curious. On closer inspection, these men were obviously not killed by animals.
They look like they're from Bloodborne.
Clearly visible. The fact that these outlaws were stabbed is highly suspicious. We best go back to the camp and return the chest.
Okay. There's still more stuff to look at, though. Something.
The Vespe coat of arms. This must be the chest Aurelia asked us to find.
Can you open it? I'd be curious to see if the contract she spoke of is genuine.
I can't see a lock, and we'd be hard-pressed to explain why we broke it. We'd better bring it back untouched.
Say that the thieves broke it.
There are armed men on the path. We should try to find a lookout point to learn more before we move on.
You know we could just shred them to pieces, right? We're like awesome.
It seems they're Aurelia de Vespe's swordsmen. I'm afraid it is now beyond doubt. These men were sent to ambush us. Aurelia sent us to recover that chest solely in order to get rid of us.
Those men are
conspiracy.
Idiots. They should have done a better job of concealing themselves. We can easily get around them to avoid a fight. Unless you'd like to teach them a lesson.
Let's shred them to pieces, dude. Fuck it. Fuck it. Kill them all, that's what I say. Even though that might have some consequences. We might be on bad terms. Uh-oh.
First those beasts, and then your case for survival. These assassins, what do you intend to do? I suppose we can't just go and ask for an explanation armed to the teeth.
We have to answer for this. But, given the power of her family, we must remain polite.
We did some murders, bro. We just murdered some people. Nice, nice. There's a flurry attack, but I don't remember how to use it. I'll have to look back at, I have to look back at the tutorial to figure out how to do some shit. Okay, cool. Just use this random ladder in the middle of the forest. I'm just gonna run into more, lion then. Ah, fuck. Can't cross the water. Shit, oh, we don't have to, though. Oh, they're good. Bile, some spit. Give him some spit. Spit, Sean. Alright. Wonder if I could find the area where I did my my walk across, my not my walk across, my fucking these guys are weak to bullets. Just like me. I'm allergic to bullets too. Let me know in the comments below, guys, if you're allergic to bullets. Okay, so yeah, this does look a little bit better than the regular game. But like it should. So I did pay extra money for this shit. $6. Oh, don't forget to set up that campfire, brother. That's a new fast travel spot. I don't know. Hopefully I didn't just do something on accident. Cool. But I talk to this chick, and then I'm gonna call it quits. What's up, Aurelia?
I didn't think I'd see you again. So soon.
Is that because you'd hoped we'd be clawed to death by those beasts, or because you thought your assassins would get the better of us?
Come now, who do you take me for? I was just putting your courage to the test, that's all. A princess's whim. I kindly suggest you forget all about this little incident. You see, my dear, we de Vespes have a habit of knowing as much about our enemies as our friends. I'm afraid my father's men have obtained some rather sensitive information, which, well, if the other governors were to find out, it could very well jeopardize your position, along with that of the D'Orsay. If word were to get out about your origin, for example...
Are you trying to blackmail me?
Oh, what a horrid word! Come now, I would never do such a thing. Let's just say that I'm ensuring your loyalty. In fact, some of my men are already at the courts of Hikmet and San Mateus, and ready to act if you try anything. But I'm sure it won't come to that. We'll soon be part of the same family, after all.
I won't deny that I'm surprised to hear about your engagement to my cousin.
And now that he's in... My father saw an opportunity...
Same old. Is there new? Her intentions. The reason for blackmail.
Why do you feel the need to resort to blackmail? You have your contract. Why threaten me?
My sweet summer child. You seem to have learnt to navigate the seas of politics in a duck pond. My waters, however, were shark-infested. Knowing the weaknesses of others, as well as how and when to exploit them to ensure unwavering loyalty, is key to survival as a de Vespe. I believe I mentioned that my late husband was murdered at court. Well, his killers worked for my brother. My own brother didn't think twice before having the man I loved killed to secure his position. He broke my heart. I understand, of course. I'd probably do the same. And what of it? Do you think I would feel more remorse were it, say, a cousin-in-law? Is there anything else?
Is there anything else?
What are your intentions? Surely you're not going to all this trouble just to marry my cousin.
And why not? Your cousin's quite the catch, you know. But you're quite right. I want more than just a new husband. I want a place where I can showcase my talents. A place to shine. Who knows? As the governor's wife, I could even become the new legate and try my hand at diplomacy. Unless I decide to keep you, of course. That is, if you promise to serve me well and aid me in expanding our influence on this island and beyond. The de Vespes have long worked in the shadows of the congregation. No more. I hope that answers your question. Is there anything else?
Here is your chest. This is the one you sent me to fetch.
Yes, that's the one. Thank you for your help. You have shown yourself to be as reliable as they say. Long may it continue to be the case. Well, now that I've recovered my precious documents, you will be able to deliver the wedding contract to your cousin in New Serene. I await the preparations for my arrival and accommodation. Then there'll be plenty of time to prepare the ceremony with my husband-to-be.
The arrival of a noble lady such as yourself will require several arrangements. New Serene is a very new city.
Yes, I'm sure. Don't dither for too long now. I'm counting on you to be as quick as possible. And to convince your cousin and his men to be reasonable. You know what's at stake. Is there anything else?
I think that's
I must
good.
be going, Your Grace.
But of course. Goodbye, dear cousin.
Cool. Alright guys, that's a good backdrop. Mountains and everything. I think that's going to be it for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If I get notified of your subscription, I'll catch you in the next video. And please ring that bell, let you know when I'm dropping next. Links in the description. Link tree will take to my Facebook and Instagram. Venmo, Streamlab, PayPal if you want to donate help for the channel. You guys have a fantastic day.